Okay, Shalom. This is the brother Yahweh from the member of YSO. I want to foremost start off by giving all honors and praises and glories to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakakadash. Okay, double honors to the apostle of GMS, Great Millstone, the brothers out there that are willing to keep teaching the brothers around the four corners of the earth. Now, today's video lesson is going to be about we warned you, right? Because in these times ahead that we're getting into, right, there's food shortage everywhere, right? Like today, as I went to Walmart, there was a lot of food shortage and on the stocking racks, and then when you go over there to the meat section, they don't have no more meat except for pork, man. All right, and I want to get Second Edges chapter 15 real quick. Well, actually, come. Second Edges chapter 15, verse 5. Behold, said Yahweh, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction, man. Right? So we're in that day where Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is going to bring famine and death and destruction upon this earth right now, right? Because, like I said, there's food shortage already happening, right? Okay, I'm gonna keep on reading. I'm gonna go down to verse 15. This is Second Esdras chapter 15, verse 15. For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands. Right. So when that day of trouble, other people are going to be going against each other, right? Over food, over money, over anything in this world, right? Because as it says on the CNN, they said that the U.S. government will run out of money by October 18th, right? And Joe Biden himself even said that by October 18th, there was going to be food shortage and stuff like that. All these products shipping in and out are going to stop, right? Because right now we are in the times of where we're about to hit World War III. Okay, this is verse 57. This is Second Esdras chapter 15, verse 57. Thy children shall die of hunger, and thou shalt fall through the sword. Shalakia. All right. This is Second Esdras chapter 15, verse 57. Thy children shall die of hunger, and thou shalt fall through the sword. Thy city shall be broken down, and all thine shall perish with the sword in the field. Right. So as it says, thy children shall die of hunger. Right. We are in that times of food shortage. Right. Because like I said, Biden is going to stop sending them products, them imports, them goods. Right. Going back and forth, right? And this is the scripture right here. This is Ezekiel. Because in Ezekiel, it talks about the merchandise, right? This is Ezekiel chapter 27, verse 24. This is Ezekiel chapter 27, verse 34, Shalakia. In the time when thou shalt be broken by the seas, in the depths of the waters, thy merchandise and all thy commerce, Shalakia. In the time when thou shalt be broken by the seas, in the depths of the waters, thy merchandise and all thy company in the midst of thee shall fall, right? Right? And we all know the word merchandise and company has a relationship with the imports and the goods, right? With the U.S. borrowing things from China and having that little trading thing, right? And that word merchandise in the blue letter, it means in the sense of trade and traffic, by implication, mercantile goods markets, right? So in that day, right now, that we're going into, people are going to be going out of control. People are going to start having to rely on themselves, right? Because for those that took that mark, right? That jab, man. They are the ones that are able to eat, but the ones that didn't get jabbed up, man, hey, they're gonna be in that time of trouble, right? Well, everyone's gonna be in that time of trouble, but the ones who did not get jabbed up, it's gonna be hard, right? Going into Revelations real quick. This is Revelations chapter 13, verse 16. And he causeth all both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. Right? For brothers, for young brothers that don't know what that means, right? I'm about to type in Revelations 13, verse 16. Right? And I'm about to pull that up. And I'm going to share it real quick. Which is what? The RFID chip, right? The mark of the beast, right? That vaccination, all right? As it says, he causeth all, small and great, the rich and the poor, and free and bond to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, right? And I'm about to pull up an image of that, which is hold on, the mark of the beast, mark of the beast, which is what? Which is the RFID chip, right? Which is that vaccination stuff, all right? As you can see, is this? Oh, hold on, I found it. Hold on, right there, right? As you can see, the RFID chip. This is Revelation chapter 13, verse 16. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, right? And what's that? That's the mark of the beast, right? That's the RFID chip, right? And that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name, man. So in that day of trouble, man, for those that did not get jabbed up, you're gonna have to start relying on yourself, right? But for those that did get jabbed up, you know, hey, you're gonna die by the Lord Yahweh Shema Shah, right? This is, and that word mark in the blue letter means a stamp, an imprinted mark on their forehead or the right hand, man. So we're living in the times of prophecy, right? So we're living in the times of history, right? Because why? Because a history always repeats itself, no matter what. Through the time of Rome, through the time of Persian and the Medes, right? Through the time of the Russian, well, Shalakia. Through the time back then, right? It's all happening now again, right? Because if you go to Job chapter 31. Actually, hold on, Shalakia. Actually, I'm gonna keep on reading down to verse 18. This is Revelation chapter 13, verse 18. Here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666, right? Which is the 666, right? Now, this is Job. I'll pull it up on my phone. This is Job chapter 31. She like it. This is Job chapter 31, verse 3. Is not destruction to the wicked, and a strange punishment to the workers of iniquity, right? And that word iniquity means wickedness, right? In the blue letter, right? So Job chapter 31, verse 3 says, is not destruction to the wicked, right? So the Lord is basically questioning himself, is not destruction to the wicked. And yes, there is destruction coming upon this earth for the wicked, right? For the ones that went against Yahweh Shemal Shai, for the ones that had took that jab, right? For the ones that were doing wickedly, okay? And a strange punishment to the workers of iniquity, right? Which is what them nuclear missiles hitting America, right? This is Revelations. This is no, Shalaki. This is Matthew chapter 10. This is Matthew chapter 10, verse 34. Think not that I am come to send peace on earth. I came not to send peace but a sword, man. So for all you niggas that are out there thinking that Yahweh Shemal Shai is coming back all peacefully with roses coming out of a light, you know, talking about some, oh, I love everybody. No, man. Yahweh Shemal Shai is coming back with a sword, right? Thinking not that I am come to send peace on earth. I came not to send peace but a sword, man. That's his revenge. He's getting vengeance on everyone, right? On you 2/3, on you heathen nations, on you Edomites. Because why? Because of what y'all did to him, right? Back during that time of the ancient days where they killed Yahweh Shai. Okay? And then it says, this is verse 35, for I am come to set a man at variance against his father, and the daughter against her mother, and the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. And a man's foes shall be they of his own household. He that loveth father or mother more than me is not worthy of me, man. So if you love your parents more than Yahweh Shemal Shai, you're not worthy of him, man. Right? Even though the Bible says honor thy father and mother, man, you still have to realize that. Yahweh Shemal Shai will always come first no matter what, right? And then this is Amos chapter 5. This is Amos chapter 5, verse 18. Woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord. To what end is it for you? The day of the Lord is darkness and not light, right? And that word woe means destruction, right? I'm about to go to the blue letter. Well, yeah. I'm about to go to the blue letter real quick, and I'm about to pull that up. Blue letter, KJV, right? I'm gonna read that again. This is King James Version, blue letter. Share screen. Shalakia, hold on. This is verse 1. Amos 5, verse 18. Right? This is Amos chapter 5, verse 18. Woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord. To what end is it for you? The day of the Lord is darkness and not light, right? So that goes with Matthew chapter 10, verse 34, because this world thinks that Yahweh Shemal Shai is coming back with peace, but when really he's coming back with a sword, right? And for everyone thinks that in that day of trouble it's going to be bright. No, that's the nuclear missiles lighting up the sky, man. But it's going to be dark. It's going to be hell on this earth, right? And Shalaki. And that word woe defined. That word woe, disaster, right? And that word woe means unhappiness, right? Disaster, right? Affliction, suffering, right? So when that day of trouble, it's going to be a disaster on this earth, right? No one on this earth is going to be looking for a light. Why? Because it's going to be darkness, right? And this is verse 20. Shall not the day of Yahweh be darkness and not light, even very dark, and no brightness in it, man? So when that day of trouble is going to be dark, right? And no light is going to be coming through, except the nuclear missiles, man. All right. I hope this video was edifying, brothers out there. Keep teaching, keep preaching, no matter what. Do not give up on yourselves. And with that, shalom. Shalom.